Can't believe it's already BBQ night planning. It feels like just yesterday when we were setting up those crazy Berkeley dorm parties. The good old days. Speaking of good things, you know Neural Nest, right, my tech baby? Today Sarah and I reviewed our entire business plan. Kind of a tough decision, to be honest. I think we're going to scale up and include AI-driven language learning as part of the core package, man. Imagine Neural Nest becoming the go-to app for anyone who wants to learn any language. Kidder exciting, isn't it? It's like having a real-time, pocket-sized language tutor. Geez, life sure does have a way of continuously making the chessboard more interesting. This job reminds me of my Go sessions. Always gotta think 3 steps ahead. Now picture this. Instant translation. Breaking down language barriers that have existed since the dawn of time. Neural Nest will be the Rosetta Stone of the AI world. Though from coder to entrepreneur, my chess pieces have definitely evolved. Haha. Okay. I know I can get carried away. Yet, can't help but visualize how much easier it'd be for you to order that crazy Asian cuisine you love if you had Neural Nest translation by your side. Anyway, don't hold me on this big vision yet, dude. The road to execution is going to be as tough as scaling Everest without supplemental oxygen. Changing gears. You remember Rachel, right? She's been practicing Tai Chi lately. Says it's amazing for stress relief. I've been trying it myself, secretly hoping it may help me deal with the occasional anxiety attacks. Sam, on the other hand, he's grappling with some stubborn code, poor guy. Makes me nostalgic for my days stuck in front of the computer till my eyes wouldn't stay open. Of course, missing the late-night ramen, though. On a separate note, I had the most amazing Korean BBQ tonight. Brought back all those childhood cafeteria memories, especially with the fermented kimchi on the side. Only thing missing was our little foodie squad. Maybe we should arrange for a BBQ night next week. Just a thought. We could show 'em how it's done, the old Berkeley way, huh? But enough about that. I got a whole load of AI research papers piled up here that need reviewing. You know how it is in Startupville. We gotta burn the night oil. Anyway, don't let me keep you. Talk soon. We gotta finalize the menu for our BBQ summit. Catch you later, bud. You remember the old saying, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade? Well, I signed up for a baking class today. Quite different, huh? Don't know what got into me, but it was surprisingly therapeutic. You see, there's this specific yet free nature about cooking that I've started to appreciate. And guess what? I ran into Kate, our old baking instructor. We had that usual awkward catch-up of how we'd been doing since the last time we met. It sure brought back some memories. And seems we're doing pretty well compared to our college days. Rachel, for instance, got featured on a podcast. Incredible, right? It's about influential women in branding. And that's nothing but superb. Her first real audience beyond us too. Haha. You remember how we had our mock podcasts back in college? Those were the days. Nowadays, it seems, she's hyped and nervous at the same moment. As for me, I've added another feather to my hat. Baking! Haha, can't wait for you to taste these homemade cookies. And Sam out here worrying about my sudden interest in baking. I can't help but laugh at his funny comments. But who knows? Maybe next Chef Chris. That would certainly make the headlines. Speaking of our BBQ night, how about I bring some of my freshly baked cookies? I could also grab some wine if you want. Just a thought. On a different note, Rachel here is pleading us to try something new, says we need to step out of our comfort zones. And what better would that be than dancing? Ha. Got me there, huh? That's something totally new for me, but I guess that's what the adventure is about, right? May have to try out a few more baking sessions before dancing comes into the scene, though. Way to go, Rach. That's a deal. Dancing isn't a no, but a not yet. Taking a step back, Neural Nest has some promising leads in the pipeline this week. We're really getting the momentum going. Work in progress, as I always say, Sam. Can't forget how I started off with coding to now leading this startup. Life's been quite a ride. Yet, trust me, this stress ain't all bad. It makes you camp out of your comfort zone, make them your comfort, just like the baking class today. Can you imagine me baking in my early years of college? Now I'm sincerely loving it. It's a nice shift from my overworking habit, I must say. Can't wait for our BBQ night. We'll have a great time catching up. And hey, there'll be our humble beginnings of Chef Chris. Well, back to reality. Got some work piled up that needs to be done. Still in the hustle mode, my man. These AI research papers won't go through themselves after all. AI Meet Music, the latest chapter in my tech experiment saga, dude. Yeah, you heard me right. I've been up to no good again, experimenting with AI-generated melodies. I must say, some of the tunes ain't half bad. Definitely got a bit of rhythm. Has me feeling like a futuristic Mozart. Okay, nothing to compete with the real maestros, but it's an interesting side gig nonetheless. Sam's already dreaming about genres, and Rachel seems keen on this AI taste in music that I'm concocting. Who knows, maybe I'll add DJing to my list of talents. But hey, you know me, I love a good challenge. Spices up my coding sessions. As much as AI music sounds fancy, it's kind of like hiking a new trail. Beautiful views, but rough paths. So I've kept it as a work in progress. I can promise it's no symphony yet, but definitely something to intrigue the tech nerd in you. And think about it. The implications are fascinating. Preference algorithms determining a melody preference, AI learning to compose. Man, the geek in me is drooling. Rachel and Sam have already started envisioning a sci-fi plot around it. Can you imagine? I can almost hear the critics. AI music. What's next, alien pop? Ha ha. Not a bad idea though, right? AIs versus human popularity charts. Who will win? Any bets? My personal take? Maybe we're seeing the beginnings of a whole new genre, dude. Call it tech symphonies, eh? And you know what's the best part? I was just goofing around when I started this. Just goes to show, even casual experiments can lead to fascinating insights. Listen, I gotta admit, it was refreshing. Sitting back and creating something. Letting my right brain take the wheel for a bit. You know, as crazy as my day-to-day gets, I've realized how critical these creative outlets are for unwinding. Maybe that's the secret to balance, letting out the entrepreneur and the artist in turns. Anyway, buddy, as much as I'd love to chat more about my mini Mozart endeavors, I've got a mountain load of work to plow through. Seems the AI realm won't navigate itself, huh? Chat with you soon, yeah? It's always refreshing hearing your thoughts. But until then,